Merhaba arkadaşlar, ben Utku, kanalıma hoş geldiniz. Vampyr'a kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Alışıyoruz, tavsanın peşindeyiz arkadaşlar. İçeriden mi çıktık? Arka kapı çıktık. Çıkalım. Tavsanın malikanesine gir. Tavsa'nın malikanesi nerede abi ya? Buralarda bir yerlerde. Bura kilise ya. O ne lan? Kapılar kapandı. Hitli biri var burada.
Jonathan Reid'ı.
Tavsa sen misin yoksa ya?
The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
Aşırmış, aşır.
Do I know you?
Acı da herhalde bu da.
Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You
Usher
are the leader
Talltree.
of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of...
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they can tell me everything.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
What can you tell me?
I really don't know.
So you see nothing in the stars for me?
Oh, I can tell you many things.
Alma bak lan.
Read my thought.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Do the cards speak of me?
No. It's the burning.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you,
For how long have you been a primate?
it was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time, sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The Guard of Priwen, who else? For a time they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even...
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took.
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course.
Can you read the...
Are you sure you want...
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 100...
Bak lan falımıza.
Here.
The Hermit. An old man. A broken soul who has seen too much. The burden of guilt. This man will give up once the disease is defeated.
Bu mu yani?
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards all...
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
All right.
Bilmek istiyorum, konuş.
You're on a path to redemption, Jonathan. But be careful. One single trip and you'll fall.
That doesn't sound promising.
Take this, young Ekon, as a personal reward for your strong will. Keep following the right path and you'll reach safety.
I would rather not know. How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the...
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about...
Mary did not.
Suffering is part of the immortal condition. Some prefer to lose their minds rather than face the simple truth. Pain will never stop.
How do you measure?
I told you.
Is it?
Bunu konuşmuştuk.
May I ask you about?
Of course, but I must walk.
I know there is no love.
It was 1801. The Brotherhood.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars.
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
Görüşmek üzere.
I rarely want the fool and the
Usher.
empress again.
It's
What
locked.
are the cards trying to tell us?
Aslı'nın malikanesi neredeymiş ya? Bunlar kim? Bakalım bir. Buradan geldik zaten. Şuraya bakacağız. Price'ın dükkanı.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reid, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
Önce
Do you
sorular
know
soralım.
Aloysius
Alışveriş en
Dawson?
son iş.
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
What can you tell me about?
I'm still managing my shop. The only difference is, since the quarantine, we're open at night. You.
Really? Have I changed that much? It must have been the war and the night shifts since my return.
Don't get me wrong, Dr. Reid, you're still handsome. Just maybe a little bit wiser, more serious. It suits you well.
Tell me more.
Who would marry an old bat like myself with a grown daughter and a little business? As you know, I only fancy handsome men like yourself.
Kadın da bize iyi yürüdü ya.
Have you noticed anything in particular?
Other than you coming back to cheer me up?
Does your daughter still worry you, Miss?
Have you not seen Carol since you returned?
So you're less afraid?
Some things never change. Carol is still too clumsy for her own good. Sometimes her innocence puts her in real danger.
Why would her innocence...
She does not realize how cruel life can be. Maybe I was a bad mother to protect her too much. My poor dear.
You have every reason to be...
Maybe you could talk with her, Dr. Reid. It would...
Kadın, sakin ol kadın.
May I...
Alışveriş yapalım
Always a
bakalım. Ne satıyorsun? Potasyum. Kininden alalım ya bu kinin. Yarıyor. Elçini de alalım. Tamam.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Bak kız herhalde.
Good evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reid.
Burada da Helga tipi var ya daha çok.
Yes.
Good to see you too.
Oh, yes. I did not hurt myself recently. I know how to take care of myself.
Have you ever met the famous?
Yes. A very strange man.
Pek hoş değil.
Not very nice.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books, and then laughed at what we showed him.
Why are you awake at night, Carol?
I am helping my mother in her shop. It's not easy, but I'm a grown-up now.
I'm sure your mother is grateful.
I do the best I can. But I'm so...
Why is work not easy?
Oh no, most people are gentle with me. But I'm so nervous sometimes. I pay no attention and hurt myself. Good thing my mum learned first aid.
What can you tell me of the people living nearby?
I don't speak to many people, except our customers.
Have you no friends at all?
No. Mr. Nithercote used to pass by and was...
Does he not come by anymore?
No. Mum said he was weird. Always reciting poetry about a girl he'd met in Whitechapel.
Amelia mı? Amelia da neymiş arkadaş, burada da
Some of our
karşımıza çıktı.
regular customers have left London. Some others only send their housemaids now. Everybody...
Do you enjoy
Oh yes, Doctor. My mother raised me alone after...
Do you remember?
No, I was just a baby then. My mother always told me how strong and good he was.
Do you ever think about getting married now you're a woman?
Oh no, Dr. Reid. Mum always says I'm still a child who has no idea how tough life can be. No husband would like a clumsy girl like me.
Goodbye, Cat.
I am sorry, I can't help you, sir. Perhaps
Good
you should
evening.
talk
You
to
know-
someone else instead.
Carol's gratitude is exemplary. She seems determined never to leave you.
I'm taking care of my daughter as well as I can. It's not always easy, but she's the best gift life gave me.
But she'll probably leave you someday to live her own life. Will that be difficult for you?
Why would she leave? Children sometimes stay with their parents until the end, for they know no one else will love them as much.
Goodbye.
Hadi bakalım, kendinize iyi bakın şuraya.
It's locked, all right.
Bak kilitli, ne var acaba oralarda?
Good evening, sir.
Malikane evi bulamadık ya. Neredeymiş malikane ya? De gitti. Şu taraflarda olabilir mi? Köprü lootladım, bir şey çıkmadı.
Better go home, sir.
Lan arkadan yaklaşacaktım, eleman
You're mine!
arkasını döndü. Tam ben şey olmadan. Mermi çıksa bari bir de falan çıkacağına. Kapıyı açalım da. Hah. Tamam. Buralarda bir yerde bence bu malikane dediği. Öf. Staminam bitti yine.
Christ is dead!
Duvara vurdun, duvara. Malikane buradır kesin ya. Burada malikane tipi var. Evet.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains. Am I ready to make a dying man my
Ben bunu vampir yapmayacağım abi. Başımıza bela olur sonra bu. Herkes de zaten aç gözlü diyor. Ha orada. Zehirleyeyim gitsin abi, adam öldüreyim gitsin ya. Orada da abi kanım yaramadı deriz.
Finally you're here, Dr. Reid. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reid. Planned very carefully.
Bana güven.
Believe me, there is a huge difference between reading about vampires and waking up as one. I learned that myself the hard way.
Oh my God, man, stop your whining. I don't have time for your pointless jibber-jabber.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reid, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reid, and I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London, I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be...
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
By doing so, you will also create two separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Ölüm korkunu unut. Dönüştür, bunu seçerek 2000 kaybedersin. Dönüştürmeyeceğim ben bu adamı. Öldürmeyeceğim de, öldürürsem de şimdi vampir lorduyla aramız bozulur. Ölüm korkusunu unut. Ölsün gitsin.
Listen to me, Aloysius Dawson. You will forget your fear of dying, for it has poisoned your mind and made you bitter and ruthless since the death of your twin brother.
You don't understand. Death is oblivion, the eternal void. I know there's nothing there. I saw it in Robert's empty eyes. I saw myself in that coffin.
Death is painful for those who remain, not for those who have passed. All that occult gibberish you filled your head with has made you forget this simple truth.
No! Death will not claim me. I have the power and the money. I've acquired the arcane knowledge needed. I believe there is magic, there are dark forces. You will provide me my extension.
Your ignorance makes you a fool. You have no idea. Look at me. Hunted like a beast, my family lost, cursed. I have not escaped death, I have become it.
No, there must be a way. I don't want to go like my brother did. I have money, lots of money.
Money won't ease your mind. I know you used to be a good and generous man. So I offer you the gift of peace, Aloysius. The tranquility of a true death.
I accept your offer. And I understand. No more fear, I will die a man of dignity. And a man at peace.
Güzel. Lord Grave'e rapor ver. Verelim bakalım.
It's locked, all right.
Şuraları kurcalayalım da önce.
It's locked.
Evde kocaman abi ya.
It's locked.
Her yerde kilitli. Yalnız evde hiç oda yok herhalde ya. Yazısı.
Reduced in rank for falsely accusing a man of murder. I wonder what Inspector Albright thinks about his punishment.
Ha, kapıda biri var. Ha, Lord Reid. Lordum.
Is it done, Dr. Reid? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn, as expected?
I'm afraid Mr. Dawson finally chose to embrace life and death as a mortal.
What do you mean?
He has overcome his fear of dying. I let him rest and wait for death to come.
What? This is unacceptable. Go back there and make him the powerful Ekon he's destined to be.
No, Lord Redgrave. As a doctor and as an immortal, I
Dövüş
can't.
çıkacak herhalde şimdi.
If you wish to make him your progeny, then proceed on your own.
This is an outrage beyond words. This is betrayal, pure and simple. I should kill you on the spot. You swore on William
Eyvah, şimdi dövüş
Marshall's
çıkarsa
blood.
şeyim de yok lan.
Get rid of me.
Pompalım da
then.
yok.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden
Aha.
to ever appear in front of us again.
Vampir şeyinden de sürüldük.
Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
Bridget mi?
We meet again at the
Evet.
strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Lady Ashbury. You know her. Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
No time to lose then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Ona konuşmamız gerektiğini
Tell
söyle.
her we need...
In the end, is this not what we all...
Hastaneye ulaşmamız gerekiyor. Hastaneye ulaşalım o zaman. Buralar karışacak. Vaziyet alalım. Ha! O neydi lan? Bunlar çok güçlü ya. Bunlar çok güçlü abi. Çapele gelmişken şunlara da elimizde ilaç varsa verelim.
Good evening, sir. Do you remember me?
If you're here for a reward, you'll be
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity.
Do you require assistance?
Not me, but your skills could...
You seem to have recovered.
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. It made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. Have you heard anything about...
Not really.
Why am I...
Maybe it's because you lack faith.
Since I took...
Well...
In fact...
Well...
Al sen ilacını.
Goodbye.
Kendine iyi bak. Kırıtta da üşütmüş.
Goody.
I'd like...
Bir alışveriş yapalım diyeceğim de şey yokmuş sende de ya. Mermi yokmuş. Sana dur ilacını verelim.
Good.
You look... Well... Goodbye, Miss...
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to
Nöroloji
all
ilacım
your
yok maalesef.
problems. As long as
Soğuk
you have the
algınlığı
money.
bizim. Üşütmüş. Petrescu'ya da verelim bir şey.
Good evening. How do you... Yeah. Goodbye.
Tamam, ondan sonra... Heh. Şundan mermi alalım varsa.
Come on,
You
take a look. Don't be afraid.
Right then.
Pompalı mermisi yok ya adamda. Güzel. Sina Poppa yorulmuş. Buna da bir ilaç verelim.
Good evening. Do you need a... Goodbye.
Layton'da da bir yorgunluk var.
Good Do you... If... Goodbye.
Başka. Amelia Jean gibi de şurada Richard soğuk algınlığı var. Umarım ilacım vardır.
And... Do you need... I think... I'll leave you alone.
Güzel, tamam. Buraya ilaçları dağıttık. İşimize bakalım neredeyiz. Tamam, şimdi şeye gideceğiz. Hastaneye gideceğiz arkadaşlar.
I'm cheap.
Are you from Ascalon?
Seviye 31 ya. Ben bununla baş edemem abi. Topuk. Buradakiler de gelişmiş. 31 falan olmuşlar ya. Öf öf, leş gibi koktum be. Vampir kaç.
Show me how you defeated Virgil Panzer.
Bunlar bize zaten saldırıyor. Dine saldırıyor.
What is this truck?
Değişen bir şey olmadı.
Are the vampire hunters here already?
Hilton'dan mermi alalım ya.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'd...
Wise choice.
Tamam.
Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar?
Edgar abiye saldırmışlar,
Looks like
ofisini
he's
dağıtmışlar.
wounded. I better follow the blood.
Vay benim Edgar abim. Asansöre binmiş. Boss dövüş deme bana. Daha düştük.
Ultraviolet curtains and
Ekkalım bizi tuzağa çekti.
Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for what.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster just like William Marshall did.
No, I'm trying to put an end to it. Just like you are.
You're the progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak! So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true. Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
Kardeşinin adam mı oldun şimdi Mekkalım?
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father. Come on, Reed. Try something else.
Level 33. Benim buna level'ım yetmez. Evet arkadaşlar, Mekkalım bizi yenince, yani level'ımızın düşük olduğunu görünce ben de gittim biraz level atladım geldim. Bakalım şimdi nasıl bir performans sergileyeceğiz. Bir dakika. Buradan terumu değiştirelim.
Come on, Reed. Try something else. The blood of a true defender of this land will protect.
Of.
Close your eyes. This is gonna hurt. We will prevail!
Hayır. Abi staminamın bitmesi çok kötü oluyor ya. Hep de staminam bittiği için ölüyorum bu elemana zaten.
True light will cleanse you. Your poisonous bite is useless on me. decent?
Seni bu sefer yok edeceğim oğlum. Hayır, hayır, hayır, hayır.
Close your eyes. This is gonna hurt. Come on, Reid. Try something else.
Hayır. Yes, yes be. Sonunda, sonunda. Oh be.
We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
Perhaps you're right. Maybe I am a monster that deserves no mercy. But that's not all I am.
You're nothing but a corpse animated by evil, Doctor. Don't try and fool yourself.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now, for there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
Dönüştürsem mi bunu ya? Seni bağışlıyorum, hadi git. Ben iyi bir vampirim.
I'll spare you, McCullum. I'll offer you the mercy you never offered me.
What is this ruse?
This is no ruse, McCullum.
Git yoluna
This is
McCullum,
me
bir daha karşıma çıkma.
go. After all, you and I are both trying to save this poor country in our own way.
I'll kill you, Reid. Next time we meet, I'll end you.
See? Progress already. You called me by my name. Until the next time. Goodbye, Hunter.
Edgar Swansea'yi kurtar. Kurtaralım abi. Nerede Edgar abi? Edgar abi Doris Fletcher'ın tiyatrosundaymış. Evet arkadaşlar. Edgar Fletcher'ı bir dahaki bölümde kurtaralım. Çünkü videomuz daha fazla uzun olmasın. Şimdi oraya da gidersek en az bir 40-50 dakika oradan gider. Videomuz 1 saat, 1,5 saat sürebilir. O yüzden bu bölümü burada sonlandırıyorum. Diğer bölümde görüşmek üzere. Kendinize çok iyi bakın. Kanalıma abone olmayı ve kanalımı arkadaşlarınıza önermeyi unutmayın.